In the house on the call-in show.
My little one's not feeling so great today, so
Oh
she's
no.
wanting to be hanging out with mom. I was like, that's fine with me. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Miss
Yeah.
Ella. And anyone else that's in the room, hello.
So how do we recall a California governor? How do we recall a governor?
Is it a total recall?
Maybe. Like the movie.
Yeah. Um
I'm thinking sending it back to the factory. They don't manufacture
Well,
governors.
yes, yes, you may use that. And if you need to move Daddy's backpack, you can put it in his chair.
Who is the current governor of California? The last one I remember is Schwarzenegger.
Yes, me too.
Hmm.
Okay. Put this stuff.
So, other than not feeling so well, kid, what's going on in Lindsay's world today?
Just finished cooking dinner. Made some homemade mac and cheese, which was quite yummy. And it was
Yum.
like it was called Firehouse mac and cheese. It had some Frank's hot sauce action happening. So that was yummy.
Yum. See, if you want to make something firehouse, all you got to do is add Frank's Red
Just
Hot.
add some sauce.
Just add hot sauce.
It's one of those every plate meals. I have those meals that come in and I get 3 meals a week. So
Yeah.
Jay cooks those a lot, or at least he did. I don't know if he's still doing those. But
J. Opera.
yes, and so does Alexis, I believe, does as well. It's kind of interesting to see how they do their own spin and their own take because they're very customizable. You don't have to use all the ingredients that come with it, or you can modify however you wish or add things in. And I've learned quite a few tricks from both Jay and Alexis preparing some of those recipes. And I was like, that's a good idea. I didn't know what to do that. But I have very, very picky eaters. And so my kids don't touch anything that's basically not plain with a lot of cheese on it.
Yeah. I fully, I
And
fully get
my
that.
husband has a adversity to most vegetables.
Yeah.
So I have to have my ways around the kitchen to make that sneak in.
Is it a true taste aversion to vegetables, or he just doesn't care for vegetables?
It's more of a texture thing for him
Uh,
than a flavor thing. He doesn't really like the acidic stuff either, like the limes and lemons whenever you cook with those.
uh,
But onions is his like worst enemy, and onions are like literally in every recipe you ever make.
they are.
So I have learned to use onion powders and the dried minced onions, and I've even taken my NutriBullet that I use for my smoothies, and I've taken a whole onion and I've put it in that and made it literally like baby food and put it into the meal, so you still have that flavor
Yeah.
and not the texture.
Yeah.
So
Because
it's like the happy medium of both.
onions do
Yeah,
add so much.
they
Well,
do.
the Trinity, the onions, peppers, um, and garlic. Did
Oh,
I
oh,
miss?
they're talking
What's
about
that?
elections over there, I think, still.
Yeah, they're still talking about the governor.
Gotcha.
Oh, there's
I
something
make
about mac
mac
and
and
cheese.
cheese with rotini noodles. Nice. Oh gosh, what are the noodles called? They're curly Q. I call them like the little curly Q pigtail
Yeah, they look like
noodles. They're
pigtails.
Capoli or Capolini, or I can't remember what they're called for real. I need my in-house Italian to correct me on my Italian words. But yeah, and I had a tiny, tiny bit of like the little mini bow tie pastas. I kind of tossed those in there too. And Ethan's like, I don't remember getting bow tie pasta from every plate. My 6-year-old or 7-year-old, excuse me. He's just on top of it. He catches all the little things. It's like,
All
dude,
the
I just
little
had some
things.
leftovers and tossed it in the pan. There's probably like 20 whole bow ties in the whole pan. I don't remember this being in the recipe. I'm like, dude, you like memorize everything?
Are you
Kids
cooking
pick
tonight?
it's like, "You're cooking tomorrow night, buddy."
I've ever since I've been watching Beardo and Weirdo's show,
Mhm.
they do the HelloFresh, maybe? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
they mix. I think it's Blue Apron and HelloFresh. I think they kind of bounce between a couple of different ones.
So there's a vast selection of these
Mhm.
programs out there that
And
we
I've
can.
tried HelloFresh. Every plate is significantly cheaper, but I'm sure the variety of options is a little higher end as well, and I have to kind of keep it a little more budgeted.
Yeah, no, me too.
But
Absolutely.
yeah, I've HelloFresh is good. I've had a good experience with them. I've heard Apron is also a little
I'm
higher
going
end stuff too.
downstairs now.
Yep.
Austin almost burned down the house with Blue Apron. Oh no.
Oh
Well,
boy,
then you would get your friendly community firefighters on the scene.
that's right. It's called job security.
Yes, as long as there's people on the planet, I will always have a
Yeah.
job security. That's one of the nice things of my job.
I need to add my drawings. So since I've been closely monitoring my sick child, I was
Hmm.
like, "Ooh, this is the perfect opportunity to draw because I'm literally sitting here on the couch doing nothing." So I just pulled up my little reference pictures and went to town because I was busy yesterday watching movies and whatnot. Having a date night that's really rare. So I didn't really
Trying.
have my regular stream time was interrupted by life. I'm not complaining. So I had to do a double duty today. And I already knew that today was going to be easy anyways. So I was like, yeah, I could knock out both days on Saturday. Not a problem. Not a problem. This has been
Which
fun.
one?
I've really been enjoying this. You guys have such a good list of words.
Yeah, I think it turned out really well.
I need
I
to
was happy with it.
So I've got to spray these anyway, so I'll show them to you.
Plague.
Let's flip it around. Flip it around. Nah.
You
I
need the
won't.
powers that be.
Nah. So there's that
Oh
one.
yes, I forgot about this one. This was my
This is
favorite.
Independence Day,
Yes,
where the alien ship blows up the White House and a whole bunch of other things.
that was so well done, and I loved it. Here, let me make you big real quick. Make them off.
I'm so in love with Badge's red pop filter.
There you go.
Oh, you're talking about the windscreen. Yeah. It's actually fuchsia, but the way my lighting is in here, it makes it look red. Just FYI. Little hack secret there.
Life
And then
hack.
today's is very simple. It's the Umbrella Corporation. It's actually sci-fi horror for the Resident Evil movie and video game. So those are the two I did today.
Fun stuff.
Yes.
I do like the Independence Day one is amazing.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to do. I was just sitting there just watching movies with my kid, and while she was napping, I would like just doodle away. It was great.
Oh, I like this. I might do.
I already have today's picked out. I just have to do it.
What's today? Today is Plague.
Thank you, Shirley. That's very sweet of you. What did I do with... There it is. So when you're working with graphite and charcoal, especially when you're doing heavy amounts of it, like really dark space backgrounds, always get you some fixative called hairspray.
Hairspray.
Aerosol hairspray. I know it's bad for the environment, but it's really good for your pictures. Yes, Tim is good. He's very creative.
I try.
I'm the cutest human on earth. Oh my! I don't think I've ever had anybody tell me that before. Oh,
Lindsay is the nicest, cutest.
Yeah. Mom, can I use your HBO? Yes, you can use my HBO.
At least they ask.
I know.
I had to turn on all the child locks on the streaming services because bills were coming in.
Whoa. Whoopsies.
I said, what is this?
Whoopsies. Okay, I'm going to spray this. That's good. I'll spray that.
So you spray. So what do you do with it now? The hairspray?
I spray my photo or my image, my picture with it. It keeps
Spray
the graphite from well, right now it's curling because it's wet.
Uh-huh.
But it'll flatten out. And it keeps the graphite from rubbing and smudging as much. It's not like a permanent fix, but it works on flies.
Shirley,
Yeah,
we'll
because
see
it makes the
ya.
wings sticky. Yes.
Have a good dinner, Shirley.
Yes, enjoy your dinner.
Austin still asks if he can go out, despite the fact that he buys most of our groceries. I hear hairspray works on flies too.
Yes. This is the cheapest stuff, and I don't need my pictures to smell any certain smell, so I typically get the unscented version. But yeah, I mean, they sell like professional artist quality studio, blah, blah, blah fixatives, or you can save like a ton of money and buy this and it works the same. Thank me later for all my random knowledge. We're gonna I thank Wilson for his too. So you guys are like in the same boat with random knowledge.
Yes. Yes. I was working on today's crossword puzzle because I missed.
Do you do the crosswords too?
I do.
Nice.
Usually I do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I check my work on Wilson's cast.
I usually wake up with Wilson and I'm drinking coffee and trying to become one with the world while he's using maximum brain power.
And it's like it's really not for him though. Like he makes it
I know he's
so
like a super genius. But here's the thing though. Over the summer he was traveling. So his times were off by a lot. Because I religiously watched him every single morning for like the entirety that I've been on this platform, which I've been here roughly 235 days now. And so I could guess his time very closely every single day. And I actually got it on the nose twice. I won 2 or 3 times and I actually guessed it exactly once, which was fun. So now I can't. I feel like I have to start over and relearn it all over again because I was like, dang it, Wilson, you went on vacation.
And now you're all off. But I got
messed me up.
I got 2 of them correct this week.
Woohoo!
I don't like how this
That's
is
amazing.
turning.
My best time was the day when I beat him by 2 seconds. Oh
yes, Ella, I still haven't forgotten that.
He's never gonna let you live it down.
2 seconds. Although this week I won Monday and Tuesday. And Tuesday I was in a meeting, a Zoom meeting. I was at work. Hi Willie, thanks for the high award.
Hi Willie.
I was at work, number 1. So that's already tough to try and pay attention. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, I was in a Zoom meeting. So that happened right. So he came on live, and then my Zoom meeting started about 10 minutes later, maybe.
Molly went 3 days in a row. Yes.
We were putting. No way.
I remember that because that was like right at the beginning of the Pyrex naming stuff, right? Because that's when he started putting names in the pot for naming stuff.
Yeah, he did mention that because it was Molly, Blaine, Chris or something.
Yes.
But so I just threw in a time of 5:30 and I couldn't hear anything. I just saw the countdown clock going, so I was like, put it in real quick.
Just toss something in there, yeah.
And so he goes through the whole crossword, and I actually took it down off screen because I was paying attention to the Zoom meeting, and I start getting all these messages. Congratulations, Tim! Congratulations! And I'm like, oh, I must have won the crossword or something. So I hop back in. I'm like, I can't hear anything, but thanks, guys. Turns out I was 1 second off. I put in 5:30. He finished at 5:31.
Oh my gosh, that's so close. That's so close.
Let me see here. I got a good one that I'm working on here for plague. So it's going to be, I'm looking at this. Let me see if I can.
So yeah,
present.
I was gonna tell you, when I shared out the sci-fi list, I put it on my IG and tag it with all the tags, but then I also take it and put it on Facebook. And something that I learned when I was doing archery, because Joe and I
Mhm.
did archery together. I just experimented and I posted it in a couple of the Inktober Facebook groups, because they have groups where people come and they kind of just post everything on Facebook, and kind of like interact and share with each other, similar to how IG works with the hashtags, but it's a Facebook group. So
Gotcha.
I posted it in there because there was like thousands of people in there. I was like,
Hey,
"Hey
TJ.
guys, I don't know if you're doing anything for January, but we've got this list. If anybody wants to participate, you're welcome to." And we got a really big response back from
Really
them, and actually they came over to our group and started participating in archery, which was really exciting. And so I was
awesome.
like, I wonder if I can do that with Sci-Fi Timber. And so I posted it in 3 different groups. And Des, hi.
That's a very.
I'm going to look up the stats on that right now, because last I checked, it was a pretty high number. I'm going to just look it up real fast. From the Badger Makes page. Brought to you by me.
Brought to you by me.
Okay, here it is. Okay, so it has gotten 22 shares and it has
Yay.
reached 3,648 people
Yay.
on Facebook. So
That's
I
awesome.
would say, and if you actually click on the hashtag for it, there's people that have been posting on Facebook.
On IG or on Facebook,
Yeah,
gotcha.
on Facebook, there's been a couple people that have been posting, other than Jeremy and myself, of course.
And me.
But you're not using the hashtag in your post, so it doesn't show up in the feed on Facebook.
Oh, yeah,
On
I don't.
Facebook.
I
Yeah.
gotcha. I don't have
Instagram's
this.
different. It's gonna be the same concept. It's just a different platform. What's owned by the same people, because that makes sense.
That's how the world goes round, though.
How the world goes round. But yeah, I was just I go through there and I make sure to at least go through and put a like on the post, just so they know that people are actually seeing their stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing on Instagram.
Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
did you see what my plague drawing was?
Was it the doctor, right? The plague doctor, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
So
I thought. Okay.
I typed in sci-fi plague and then he popped up. I'm like, oh, I love that mask so much. So
Yeah, it's
here's what
pretty
we
cool.
got so far. I'm just looking at it on the screen.
Let's do it. Ooh. I love it.
I think it's gonna come out nice.
It is gonna come out very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. How much? Borat.
Ella, you loved him. Don't lie. You can't deny it. We all see it.
Hi, beautifuls. She said hi, beautifuls, and then she dipped. I sent her an
I doubt
invite.
that. I doubt it. She probably has mommy, mommy, mommy in her ear.
Good day, Tim. Oh, good day, Craig. I see a bunch of the usual suspects. The usual.
I like to be unusual. Oh, I terrorized okay, well, not terrorized. I trolled a realtor yesterday. That was fun.
How's that?
Well, you know, the housing market's a little wacky right now. Especially here in our market, there is the second a house goes on the market, it's sold. There is like a depletion of available homes on the market. So everybody is like scrambling to find houses if they're ready to move. I would make the cutest troll. Yes, let me put my hair up really like this. No. Anyways, so this realtor was sent out like a mass text, I guess, to a phone list. And it was just, you could tell that it was just cold calling to see if anybody was interested in selling their home because they have buyers and that are looking. And so I ignore it, you know. I worked in the home builders market before I had kiddos, so I'm familiar with how real estate works, and they work their
Yeah.
asses off. So, but they also are good people, so they have a good sense of humor and stuff. But some of them are a little crabby. You never know.
Little
So
crabby.
I just ignore it and let it be. And then the next day, I get another message, and it's like, "Hey, did you get my message from yesterday? I'm interested in seeing if you're wanting to sell your house." And I was like, "Just ignore it. It'll be done." Third time, next day, another message comes through. My trolling tendencies are triggered, and I was in an ornery mood. So,
About to get the
I
business.
I replied back to him, and I was very snarky but silly at the same time, and I was like, "Sure, my home's for sale for the right price." Uh, something along the lines of, oh, I made a nickname for him. His name was Steven. I said, "Hey, Steve-O." I said, "I hope it's okay that I call you that since you've called me more than my mother this week." You know?
Got him.
Yeah. So, I was just like, unless you have ridiculously wealthy buyers that are sickeningly desperate, waiting for bated breath to get my home, and they have offers ready to give me and my husband that would make Elon Musk wet his pants, I don't need you to bother me. Oh my gosh. But
Jeez.
he actually replied back to me, and he was like, "I love this. This is the best thing I've ever gotten. Thank you so much for replying. I appreciate it." And he went on to his little salesy bit of the real estate moment. But I was like, "Thanks for being a good sport. Sorry, I was a little trolly, but
But you have to
man."
understand.
Yeah, he's like, "I get it. I've been on the other side of those sales calls. It's not a fun thing, but I mean, sometimes they get lucky doing that, and they know it's a shot in the dark whenever they do that stuff."
At least, yeah, he was a good sport about it. That's pretty awesome.
But no, it was so funny, and I posted the screenshots on my Facebook page because it just I was cracking myself up, literally laughing out loud on the couch while I was writing this. So, and then I sent it to my husband, that hence the screenshots. I was like, "You have to read this." Because it's just I'm cracking myself up, so you were gonna get a kick out of it. And he was like, "That is the funniest thing ever."
For the win.
Yeah, that was good times. This is what happens whenever I'm home alone and I'm bored. I get trolly. You gotta just like, watch out for me.
Beware of the badger.
I have an ornery side. I'm not always puppies and rainbows. I sent it over to Joe, and then I got spam emails or spam text messages from not only Joe, but also his wife wanting to buy my home.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yes. Oh my, what?
That's
The
so
realtor just
Joe.
replied to my post.
So he's at
He says, "Who doesn't love a good trolling?" That's so funny. I love this guy. This guy's my new best friend, you guys. I have never met him in my life. He
is this
lives clear on
the
the other
same
side of
guy?
the metro.
That's the
Yes,
same.
the same guy. I've never trolled anyone. What?
That's
I'm a
unheard of.
gentle troller, though. I mean, I'm a humorous troller. I don't, like, try to make people cry.
And it sounds like you check your work too. Like you put it through Joseph, you put it through your husband. Um, you know,
No,
this isn't gonna.
that's just aftermath stuff. It's just like, "Hey, guys, look what I did.
Oh,
Look how much of a jerk I am, you guys.
look at me, I'm a big
Tormenting this
jerk.
poor guy."
Oh, by the way, he loved it.
He did. He loved it. Cracked me up. I was just like, "Oh my god," he replied.
Yeah, that moment when you troll and they reply and you're like,
Yeah. It's like, sorry.
sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry."
Then you ignore the message for like 5 minutes and you're like, I gotta see what it says.
I like to mess with phone scammers. I say, "This call may be Oh, that's good. I'm gonna keep that in my mind, Ella. I will probably use that one. Unless it's a robot trying to get me to buy warranty and extensions for my vehicle.
The second eye is not going to be fun.
The second eye.
Mm-hmm.
It's the third eye you gotta watch out for.
Yes. Goes under the hood a little bit.
Nice. I see what you did there, Ella.
Maybe I didn't come out far enough. Who cares? It's not going to.
Was Jeremy live and I missed him?
He's going on, it said 7 or maybe
8 p.m. Oh, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So he's going on at 9 o'clock Eastern.
9 o'clock.
So.
Wonder if he.
I will be scooting over there to hang out with him for a bit.
Yeah, I might end and see what he's up to.
Yeah.
Because I am in full-on plague mode now.
The Department of Homeland Security and their numbers already been identified. Oh my gosh, Molly, don't tell me you've never trolled anybody, because that right there is some trollage.
Trollage.
That is some trollage. But it's justified trolling. It's not evil trolling.
The best kind of trolling is
it's
justified.
the best. It's, it's like the Robin Hood concept. Have fun, guys and dolls.
Oh yeah, Ella's going to supper.
Well, enjoy that. Who is Jeremy? Where does Lindsay come from? And what is Tim drawing? So many questions, Craig. My goodness.
I thought we were the usual suspects.
Jeremy is an artist here on Haps. And he will be going live shortly. Jeremy Stolp. I suggest you follow him. He's super awesome.
I'll throw him in the comments for you. I
come from the land of the Midwest in the United States, in the state called Oklahoma. Yay. And Tim is drawing a plague doctor.
Plague doctor. Thing. I'll show you. Craig B. There he is.
Ta-da!
That is what I'm working off of. And
that's the reference, right?
Yeah, that's what I keep looking up at. And this is what we have so far. The second eye is not so bad, but
it looks pretty good actually. They're fairly even. Not too bad.
Coming along.
I like it.
I didn't know that it was the plague. This was the mask, I think, goes back to, this is obviously a cartoon looking reference. He's kind of cartoony, but these are real life masks worn by plague doctors of the times of yore.
Yeah, 1500s, I think. When was the Black Plague?
Oh
Anybody?
hell.
Google.
Google Docs.
Hey Google, when was the Black Plague?
The
Black Death started in 1346.
1346. There you go.
1300s. So that's when they
God,
were
I love
wearing these.
Google so much. I do. Thanks for all that. Just sitting here waiting on a return email and seeing who's around.
We're all here.
We're here. Here we are.
So
Hello.
I threw Craig, I threw Jeremy's handle in the comments. Subscribe to him because we might bring the party over there
Whoop whoop.
if he'll have me. I
Come
don't
and
know.
ride the train and ride it.
Or I'll just hang out in the comments, while I draw this Plague Doctor. It looks scary.
Of doom. Well,
They
it is.
I just remember seeing
Plagues are
these.
scary.
I just remember seeing these masks worn by these hooded, death-looking
Yeah. They look like
people,
vultures.
and they were in like gondolas, just
Hi, Zim.
traversing the. Hey, Zim.
They listen to
Traversing the canals,
That's okay. They can listen to me. They'll probably be quite entertained.
All right. Yeah, I'll flip with you guys and visit this Jeremy chap.
Nice.
Righto. Righto.
Jeremy chap.
Yes. He's a fine chap. A nice bloke. Said Biggies.
Biggies or Biggles? I think it's Biggles.
Oh yeah, Biggles. I can't read.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. Hooked on Phonics
glasses.
was supposed to work for me.
I love the drawings I do that are just black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like coloring.
Why?
I mean, I'll color the shit out of a picture that is already made.
Mm-hmm.
Like Melanie was doing.
Yeah.
Or like she does on here.
Yeah, the adult coloring, for sure.
Yeah, but coloring my own work, I like the sketch. I like when you draw it out, I'll shade it in or I'll color it in like his eyeball. Color it in with the pencil.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. That's all I like. I don't want to color my own picture. I don't know why.
Is it because you are because I understand that hesitation because I don't want to mess it up by coloring it incorrectly because I put so much brain power into mapping it out and getting it just right.
Yeah.
So once you get to that point, you're like, I don't know. I don't want to. And I've known people to take a photo or scan in their sketch before they go and color it so that they can reproduce that sketch and they can recolor it if they need to.
It makes sense to me. Because I don't know if it's so much that I don't want to. I guess that's it. I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah. Well, and there comes a time where, especially like, hi OV, how's it going? There's a time where your sketch becomes so detailed that adding color to it would muddle it up more than help it anyways.
Yeah. I could see that.
Does your department have oxygen masks for dogs and cats?
Yeah, we have those.
That's cool.
We have they're called animal respirators. We have them on the ambulance.
What if a guinea pig needs one though?
That you can actually do for a guinea pig. You could probably use an infant oxygen mask. Now, I've never seen an animal need oxygen or a
but
guinea
if
pig.
the need
for that matter.
arises, you're prepared.
We have it. Usually, I think they're on there for house fires. If we pull a dog out of a house fire or something, you know.
Yeah, breathing in all the smoke and stuff. Yeah. That makes sense.
But if I had to, I wouldn't even think to grab it. I would just do what I would do with a infant that's not going to accept a non-rebreather mask to their face. You know, we do what's called blow-by oxygen, which you could either take a Dixie cup and put the oxygen tubing in the bottom and just let it blow, and you just you literally just put it in front of their face
So that
and
it's
just
at least flowing,
yeah,
giving them
they're
some
still
fresher air.
getting hit with it. Or you could just take the oxygen
I love
mask
how you
itself.
use the bunny as a.
Yeah, and this one I would
We're gonna resuscitate the bunnies today. Give them a little. It's an oxygen bar demonstration.
exactly. So that's what we do there. But yeah, good question. I like that.
That is a good question. I would have never even thought of that because I'm not a pet owner.
No?
I'm not huge into dogs. I love cats, but my husband's allergic, and I really don't want to be responsible for the care of any other creatures either, because that's essentially what would be happening is I would be taking care of somebody else's pet. And I just don't need that in my life.
Molly's a cat
So
owner. I don't know if she has dogs, but I know she has cats.
if I don't hate dogs, I really, really don't like big dogs. And the little dogs have to be chill AF for me to be able to tolerate them. Usually, the smaller the dog, the more hyper they are. It's rare that you see a lot of chill, tiny dogs.
Yeah. I am a big dog person. I love dogs. I grew up with dogs. I don't have one right now though.
I grew up with them too. Like when I was little, we had a schnauzer and a couple of cats. And then we've had a black lab, we've had a full-size Australian shepherd. My parents got to like a mini and a toy-sized Australian shepherds, and now they just have the toy because the other one passed away not long ago. But I know they were brothers. It was really kind of sad. But yeah, I've always been around them. It's just not been, the animals don't speak to me. They don't like my energy.
They don't get me.
They don't get me, you guys. What's an Australian shepherd? It's a cow dog. It's a herding dog for sheep, actually, or goats.
Google
Farm animal. Very smart. Very
Google.
smart breed.
What is that flag in his?
So, Australian shepherds are very similar to blue tick healers in body style and coat. One has a tail, one doesn't. Their spotting is a little different on their face, but other than that, they're very similar.
Well, Mr. Jeremy just went live.
Yeah. The Australian Shepherd is a breed of herding dog from the United States. Well, there you go. I don't know why they are considered Australian in any way, but they don't know about anything about the Barbie or putting shrimp on it.
Because that's all Australians do.
They will probably go fetch a boomerang if you needed to.
They put shrimp on the Barbie and they fight kangaroos.
Yes, well versed in kangaroo boxing, I'm sure. Well, I think I'm going to shift.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
No, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me up and for the invite, and
I'll be over.
All the good chat.
I'll be over in a little while.
Okay. See you in a few.
See
Bye,
ya.
everybody.